What does our shot look like?
Shot. My shot, that's fine.
Okay.
Alright.
What's your problem today?
Shot is looking good. I'm trying to be entertaining for the people.
You did that before you even turned the camera on, you asshole.
The mic was on.
Put that away.
No, this is my friend. I lifted up, there's just Drobit sticking in my nuts.
Away means over there.
Put that away as in where it should go. No, just in the corner.
Our shot looks fine. We're good.
Shot looks pretty good actually. Yeah.
Our shot looks fine. You're sure?
Yeah.
Our shot.
Yeah, let me check it. Yeah.
Our shot. It looks fine.
Shot's good. Yeah.
It looks fine. The shot.
Yeah, the shot's pretty good. Have you checked it? Have you tried it?
Let me check it.
All right. Yeah.
Let me check it. Yeah, the shot looks good.
Oh, let me check.
Yeah. You should check it. Does it look good?
Shot looks good. Yeah.
How does the shot look?
That's pretty good.
Okay.
All right. We should also touch on the fact in the intro, like, hey, finally back together, baby. It's been like 4 weeks, hasn't it?
I don't know.
I think it's been like 4 weeks, dude. It's been fucking forever.
I mean, I know we were apart 1 week because it was that damn giraffe's fault. He was sick, and then he like coughed in your mouth, or like you made out with him or something.
I mean, yeah.
He stuffed his tongue down your throat, and you got COVID.
Yeah.
Or you got whatever disease he had, and then you know, 1 other week you had to go and like be with your family or whatever. So.
Yeah, fuck me, I guess, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
This is a you problem.
Seemingly. And then January 29th, I got the dentist, baby.
The dentist, you dentist-looking ass. Hello and welcome to the 76th installment of the Synapse Misfire Podcast. I'm your host, Chris, joined by our co-host, Jordan.
That's me.
That's him.
Hey.
How's it going?
Pretty good. I just feel like we haven't been together in so long.
That's true. We've, you, like, died, and then...
Letsy died.
You died, your girlfriend died, your cat, is he okay?
No, he's good. He's good.
He's good?
Yeah.
Because he's banned from the vet, so if he gets sick, you know, it's over. Guinea pigs?
They're good, though. The one with the crusty eye cum in his face or whatever. It's he's hanging in there.
The mice in the wall, how are they doing?
Pretty good, actually. They showed back up, so...
Okay, cool.
That was cool.
So everyone's in good health now, though?
Yeah. No, I'm sick. I'm dying, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
There's a tumor in my nutsack.
Okay. For context here, Jordan said we need to not go off the rails immediately, and then immediately starts talking about how he has nutsack cancer or whatever.
Yeah, I wanted to do him with a bang on this one.
Okay.
Yeah. So, if you're looking to find the show, you can find us natively on YouTube.com. We have a video platform where you can actually see us, so you can see me and hear me talk about my nutsack. You can't see my nutsack though.
No, only sometimes.
Only if you subscribe to the OnlyFans page.
That's Synapse Misfire After Dark. That's our OnlyFans page.
And if you want to just listen to the audio portion of the podcast, you can find us natively on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public, and my app of choice, Pocket Casts. And if you wish to contact us, you can do so in the YouTube video comment section or on our social medias such as Instagram and TikTok. They're all linked below. And there's also an email takes you directly to us, synapsemisfire@pm.me. You can send us your comments, questions, concerns, death threats, and we will read them out on the show.
It goes directly to us. There's no middleman or third party, except if like one of the cats gets on the computer.
Yes, but then it's just not a middleman still. It's a middle cat.
It's a middle cat.
So
and he'll read it to us.
He will.
Both of our cats, they know how to read.
One better than the other, but we won't say who.
Well, listen. I don't know if he's on Chunk. He's a little special. He's a little slow.
Well, yeah. I mean that I expected him to be special. I mean, you did close his head in the car door when you got him.
Listen. It was an accident.
I mean,
I had to close the car door.
But you could have put his head in the vehicle first.
Why did he put his head there?
Well, Chris, I watched you. You held his head there.
No. He just put it there.
No, you definitely were holding his head there.
No. Maybe my hand was there, but he just put his head there.
Dude, it's no coincidence.
And then with the door.
I don't know which one of those did it, but one of them did it.
It's probably like that episode of SpongeBob with the handsome Squidward. He gets his face bashed in the door. Maybe it had an opposite effect. Maybe he was especially dumb beforehand, and he got smarter.
Yes. Comparatively, he was brain dead.
Comparatively, he might as well have just been put down.
Yeah. And now he's just on the verge,
Yeah. He's like, he
tries to put himself down with tape,
So, yeah, he was almost successful that one time, so. But, that being said, there is a thumbtack on the ground over there, and there have been thumbtacks on the ground every so often. He has not eaten them. He's looked at them, but he's never, like, batted them around or anything.
Well, that's good, because, he looks at it, he's like, no, that one would hurt too much. No.
That one's sharp.
He's like, no, it's not the same.
Because it's small enough that it would pass, but it would be rough.
It would pass with a lot of internal bleeding.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But, Chris.
Jordan.
We have a little bit of an announcement to make. In the context of some work we did today, because we're working men.
Yeah, we are working boys today. That's why we're all sweatshirted up. That's why we're a little reined in today. We got the reins on because we expelled all of our energy already.
Yeah, Chris. So what exactly were we doing and why?
Gay sex.
But why?
Horny.
Yes.
So anyway, that wasn't true. What we were doing is cleaning out my old home gym. As you can see, I don't use it.
Which is directly behind us.
It's directly behind us. Yeah, it's behind this curtain. But if I pull back this curtain, the camera's just gonna see the fabric of reality falling apart. So
it's like in Marvel, the in between.
Yeah,
the in between realms.
It's just gonna be static. So it's actually directly behind us, and it's a whole room that was full of garbage
and gym stuff underneath all that garbage.
And gym stuff. Garbage in a sense of like old boxes and there was 2 treadmills that don't work.
Yeah. Those were the hard part, by the way.
And there was a gym
Spoiler
set up.
alert.
So we're cleaning out that room in preparation for making an actual real studio.
Yes.
Instead of whatever this setup we have going on is.
Because this setup's great, but if you notice one thing about this channel is we change things very quickly. So even the thumbnails, every little week I'm using a new fucking template.
This is the thing, though. I feel like this, once we do it,
will not change for a while.
It will change in the sense that, like, we'll change up the background or something. Yeah. But it won't change of, like, the location because what we have planned for it is to be, like, a genuine, real studio space.
Yeah. So it should be pretty awesome. So in preparation for that, we stripped that place of all the garbage.
Yeah, we spent a bit of time today. Today, mind you.
Oh, yeah.
It's
8 degrees.
Yeah, it's like very cold.
It's 8 degrees with like a wind chill, dropping it to feels like, I think it was -12.
When I woke up this morning, I looked at my phone and I looked at the weather. I saw that the real feel was like -8.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
So I'm like, oh, well, fuck. So
yeah, this is like the coldest we've seen in a while.
In a while, honestly.
In a good bit of time. And we chose today, of all days, to strip out
We're good at that. We're good at that.
Yeah.
I think last year we picked like one of the coldest days to work on my truck.
Yeah. And then we picked this really awesome camping trip, right?
And then we picked like a day where there was going to be a hurricane.
A national tragedy, a hurricane, that was anticipating of killing numerous people, and then it did not do that.
Yeah, so we're good at planning.
Very good. Project managers, we're for hire, by the way.
Yeah, I'm actually taking a project management class, and I feel like if I do good, then it just shows how good my project management skills have been so far.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
yeah, we have big plans for that studio.
Yeah,
very big plans.
It's just that the job kind of ballooned in size once we got stuff out of there.
Yeah.
So we had some fairly uneventful stuff going on. There was some like old wood and like a couple old pieces of furniture.
Wood. Yeah, old furniture, like pieces of metal, like a little toaster thing. What the fuck you call them?
A little hot plate.
Yeah, a little hot plate. Yeah. Just microwave, basic shit like that.
Just some like little stuff, and it wasn't that hard to carry out.
Yeah.
And we just carried it out, and what I did is I backed up my dad's truck, and we just
loaded the baby up.
Loaded it all in the bed. Jesus, I'm dying.
Yeah, well, it was an eventful day after we loaded that stuff.
So after we did that, we got all the stuff in the truck, and we brought it back down to the workshop, and we put it where it needed to go. And then we were like, okay, let's try to move these treadmills. Big mistake.
Yes.
Big mistake. And my dad was just like, yeah, just put them out front, put like a free sign on it. Someone will take it. When I tell you, how long would you say the first treadmill took for us to...
The first treadmill
to like fully get it out onto the front lawn?
The first treadmill, between the trial and error tactics we had, I would say was probably about an hour and a half.
It took so fucking long.
Now, keep in mind, we are in a basement. So we're carrying it up a storm door.
So we're in the basement. And the way we're carrying this up, because that room down into it is like a bulkhead or a storm door. And so that's open. But then the way it opens, it kind of sits like at like a 45-degree angle. Yeah. If I'm on video, if you're watching a video, it kind of looks like this.
Yeah, 45-degree angle facing inward towards the stairwell, so you don't get a full opening.
And it's like this staircase, legitimately, is like this old rickety wood thing, and it's not even like part of the house. You can take that staircase out if you wanted to.
Yeah, it's almost like a ladder, just like leaning there in a way.
And so we're dealing with this. This is the setup. And it's full of spiders, by the way.
Tons of them, and webs, and dirt, and ugh.
So we're because there's no weather protection on that bulkhead door. All the weather protection is at the door at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
So we're dealing with all that first off.
Already a shitty situation, literally.
Yeah. And we're dealing with this treadmill, and I was like, how heavy could the treadmill be? Heavy.
Very heavy.
Heavy. The motor and the weight distribution was all messed up.
It was all in one corner. One fucking corner.
It was like... we folded it. We folded the belt part up, and there was no weight on top, and there was like 40 pounds on the bottom.
Yeah. And everything between it was rickety as fuck.
Yeah, and it was all
wide.
And it was all catching on the stairs.
Yeah.
So we're trying to do it, and then we tried another method where Jordy we got a ratchet strap, and we strapped it, and then
I tried to go to the top of the stairs.
Tried to pull it up that way while I pushed at the bottom.
But there's no leverage point because this is a storm door, so I couldn't stand over. Right?
Yeah.
I couldn't stand over and lift it up. I had to be all the way at the top of the stairs, just trying to lift it from fucking 6 feet away. So there's no leverage, so that blew up in our face.
That didn't go anywhere. So then what we did is we were like, okay, let's try to take pieces off of this thing.
It's the only way we're doing it, baby.
So, and if this doesn't work, we just gotta wait for another person or another couple people, honestly. So we took off the top piece,
the console where you would kind of interact with the treadmill.
Yeah, where you would
your controls and your display.
Yeah, all the controls, and there's a display in there. We took that off, and what else we take off? Oh, there's so there are wheels on the treadmill, but
about 1 inch in diameter.
But the wheel base was super wide.
Yeah.
Obviously to counterbalance the weight of the treadmill so it didn't just fall over. Mm-hmm. So we took those off because those were catching on the stairs too, or on the side of the door or whatever. So we took that off, and then we had this little small unit, and we just lifted it up the stairs first go.
Yeah.
And we eventually did that, and then that's where the trouble started again. We put the wheels back on. I was like, all right, this will be easy. Just roll it back out there. It's too wide for the sidewalk that goes to there.
So it was on dirt.
So it was on dirt. It was on grass. And the grass is frozen, too, because it's so cold. And there's no, ice or anything, but it's
If you hit the ground, you might as well have hit cement.
Yeah. But it's and it's frozen in such a way that, these shitty little wheels rolling across it, the ground's not going to conform around the wheel to make a path.
Yeah.
So
You're just going over bumps and
So I'm
turns.
just trying to get this thing to move. So eventually I said, this is really frustrating me. So I am going to go get a hand truck and we're going to go do it a different way. So I got the hand truck. We moved it off the sidewalk onto the driveway, which is wide enough. And
all while freezing.
All while it's freezing out, which is our fault, to be fair. We didn't have to do this today.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then we were able to get it on its own wheels and roll it all the way out into the street. Not into the street, but like in the little front of my yard, so we can.
No, we threw it right in the street. Like oncoming traffic, we fucking yeeted it.
I live
right
on
in
a
the
pretty
middle.
busy street. As we threw it in front of a car.
Yeah, that car flipped over. A family of 4 died. It's no big deal. We just wanted to get it out of Chris's basement.
Of course.
We did not do that.
So we put it out front, and it was time we did treadmill number 2.
Which we were like, this is gonna be fucking cakewalk. That treadmill,
Cakewalk.
like 3/4 the size. We got this.
By comparison, it was a cakewalk.
Yes, mostly because we had already come in wiser. That's the reason.
Yes, we were
troubleshooting.
older. We were older and wiser.
All the troubleshooting was already done. So as soon as we ran into our first hurdle, which Chris will explain, we knew what to do from there.
So we got this treadmill, and this one doesn't fold.
That was the trouble.
That's tough. This one doesn't fold. But unlike the other one, the top portion that like holds up the console part where you hit like, oh, I want to go 5 miles an hour or whatever. The little console part, the bracket that holds that up and bolts it to the rest of the treadmill, you just unbolt it and pop it right off.
Yep. So we got just the tread and the motor essentially.
Yeah. And then we have that separate piece, and then we just got them up the stairs, put them back together. So we got that up. We were trying to get that apart. Turns out, more than one of the screws, the heads of the screws, was just stripped.
Completely stripped out. So it's an Allen key, 4.5 millimeter. In case you ever have to take apart a treadmill, seems to be standard because they both were.
They both were from different brands.
From different brands. So 4.5 millimeter Allen head, and yeah, 2 of the screws. So one side we were like, okay, that's fine. We'll take out the other side and it will come off anyway. But then they both ended up being stripped. So
yeah. So what we ended up doing. And there was pistons on it, because it was one of those Bowflex ones where it steps like up and down too.
Yeah.
In addition to being
and
a treadmill,
struts to it or whatever.
So there were struts on it, like hydraulic struts. So we had to already go get, and they were secured in with
a bolt,
and a nut,
a locking nut, and red Loctite.
Yeah. So it was an event, and we're taking this apart with a Harbor Freight Allen keys, by the way. So we did that.
Those Allen keys probably cost as much as the bolt.
We interacted with that, and we were like, oh, we came to that, and we're like, oh, we got to get something to get that off.
Yeah, we had to hold the nut while we cracked it loose.
We had vice grips, and we used vice grips for it. And then we discovered that the stripped out head of the screw, we already had the vice grips, so we just vice gripped it off, and it went fine after that.
Yeah.
And they came off, and we lifted the whole thing up, and we brought it up the stairs.
And the trouble came with the even worse weight distribution of this one.
Yeah, well, especially too, is because there were wheels on this one again, that were like bigger.
Better. Picture this. Think of a treadmill, right? Just picture an L shape. Your wheels are at the base of the L, right?
Yeah.
As is your weight. This treadmill, however, would put the weight on one end of the L and the wheels in the middle.
Yeah.
So you had to pick up all of the weight to wheel this. So what was so easy about the wheels exactly? What made it easier?
I don't know.
You had to lift the 70-pound motor and fucking everything else in it to wheel it.
And mind you too, there's 2 grab handles to make this easier for you. And it's like there's like inserts in it.
Mm-hmm.
But the plastic body of the treadmill is slightly longer, and it's like it must be like sharpened.
Yeah.
Because it digs right into your fingers.
Yep. Digs right in your hands. I had to put gloves on to grip this
Jordan
thing.
had gloves on, and he was moving. He goes, yeah, this is cutting into the gloves. This is awful.
This is like fucking awful. So shit design.
Yeah. We eventually got it up the stairs with some trouble, because
Good amount
our
of
original
trouble.
plan was to drag it up the stairs, and that ended up kind of working.
Yeah.
So we just dragged it up the stairs, threw it out the thing.
Step by step.
And step by step, but it wasn't like too bad.
And I only have like a small bump on my ankle from where it fucking slammed.
Yeah, oh
me.
yeah, Jordan's leg got stuck.
Oh yeah, I got squeezed.
I saw Jordan like this grin come up on his face, and he goes, "Hang on," and he like yanks his leg out from underneath this thing.
Chris is like pushing the treadmill. He's like, "Why isn't it moving?" I'm just like, hold up, one moment. Thank you.
Ah! Fuck! What the fuck? So you just pull back nothing, a stump.
It's already stitched in nice. I pulled my leg out. I already have a prosthetic. I'm like, don't worry.
Don't worry, I got one of these bad boys already.
Oh shit! But yeah, my leg got stuck between the stair and the fucking treadmill, and that was a good time.
So he had to pull his leg out, and but we got it up the stairs, and we were rolling it, and we rolled it to like the middle of the driveway with
ease.
Just
kidding. It fucking sucked.
And then we were like, yeah, this sucks.
It was heavy.
So either we rolled it in like shifts or we did something else. So I was like, okay, you know what?
Chris had a great idea, by the way. Props to you for this one.
Our hand truck, it's got 4 wheels on it.
You lay it flat, baby.
Let's pop that bad boy into 4-wheel drive and roll it up the driveway on that. We'll just push it.
And then we fucked that.
And then we fucked that up too. So the way it works, is there's 4 wheels, you lay it flat, and because it's also a hand truck, there's a plate.
Like a catch.
There's a plate on one side. Yeah, a catch, so it works like a hand truck. And presumably, you're supposed to put... That's supposed to be the front.
So as you're pushing, that's at the far end.
That's at the front end, towards where you're pushing to, so that when you stop, the item on the dolly doesn't go forward.
Or you don't push the item
Or you don't
off.
push it off. See, we didn't do that.
So I fucking pushed it off in the middle of the driveway.
Jordan pushed it off, and we were like almost to the end of the driveway. And I go, Jordan, I reckon you're supposed to have that part be the front.
And we were both just like, are you fucking kidding me?
So we flipped it around, and we rolled it out, and so what we did is we got it out to where we wanted to put it, out in like near the street, and what we did is we rolled it further than we needed it to go, and then like, what did I do? I lifted one side, you just pulled the dolly out.
Yeah, and we just fucking dropped it.
It was like the tablecloth trick.
Yeah.
So I lifted the thing up, and George just pulls the dolly out, and then we were like, okay, it's there. We're good.
We are done. I feel bad for whoever shows up and has to pet that up. Hopefully they have, a dolly they can bring it up there to their truck with it, but that was rough.
Someone's going to buy it and sell it for scrap metal or something, so.
Yeah, probably. But that was the majority of our time together. That, so far.
Those treadmills, honestly, yeah.
Yeah, those treadmills kind of beat our ass, but we are wiser and older now. So.
Yeah, we spent, well, Jordan showed up at like 10 o'clock, and it's now 2:43. What happened to your watch, Jordan?
I don't know. It's just resetting on its own. Anyway, I tried to check the time. This is why I don't like technology sometimes. Analog watch would never do this to me. Anyway, yeah, I showed up at 10. What time is it now?
It's 2:43.
It's 2:43, and we recorded for like 20 minutes. So we did a little bit of stuff afterwards. We took a couple breaks.
Yeah, so I would say like 2 o'clock is when we were done, really.
Yeah. So,
and we're still not like done. There's still stuff we have to do in there to like clean it out before we before we start taking measurements and doing design.
And did we mention that there's a giant piece of gym equipment in there we still have to take apart?
Oh yeah, we still have to take that apart.
Has like a Bowflex on it. It's got the fucking leg curler things, the fucking arm curler.
Oh, it's got one of those like leg press things where like the ones where if you lock your knees they spring back on you.
Yeah.
Those things are. Have you ever seen a video of that happening?
Yes.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, I'll pass.
That's terrifying.
There's got to be some sort of safety on that. Like, if it springs back fast, it should have something to catch it, you know?
Maybe.
It's fucking stupid.
For reference, a leg press, it's a piece of equipment. There's a plate, and on it there's like a pulley that, or sometimes the weights are just directly on top of the plate, and you push it with your legs.
To work out
your legs. But if you have enough weight on it, and you push it all the way up and lock your legs. Most of them are designed where you can't lock your legs. So I remember in high school we had a gym.
They're too short or whatever.
And we had a gym in high school, and the way you were positioned on the leg press, you couldn't straighten your legs.
Yeah.
Unless you were more flexible than me, I guess.
Or maybe very, very short or something.
Yeah. So if you max it out, or like you max it out and you lock your legs, what can happen is they can like spring back on you. Your legs will go upwards or whatever.
Yeah, just snap your fucking knees
and and your legs will shatter.
Yep. So fuck that. Truthfully.
Yeah. So we got to take all that apart and then get that out of the way. And there's still some other stuff we got to get out of the way.
And there's the floor.
And then there's the floor. We have to pull up the floor again. This floor in this gym has been pulled up several times. We have to pull it up. We need to figure out what's going on, and then just
there's just hollow spots.
Yeah, we have to reinforce it.
Yeah,
because this is a basement, so it's like water is getting in.
I was gonna say it's probably water getting trapped under and eating away at it.
Because the way the floor is laid out is there's like, if I remember right, there's like some waterproofing on the bottom, and then on top of that there's like a slight like raise. There's like boards, and then there's plywood on top of that, and that's what the floor is laid on. But if like obviously if the support is eaten away by like rot, if water still gets in, then
yeah, there's literally spots you step on where the whole thing bows in like 4 inches. So.
Yeah,
so we gotta get that deal with that out. And then we will set up our set, like Chris said, take some measurements. We're looking at, I know, like a nice-ish looking desk setup for us where we're nice and visible with good lighting.
Yeah, this is gonna be a decent project, so don't expect to see this like, next time around. But yeah, it is gonna be a decent project. So,
yep,
sometime by, I would say before the end of Q1.
For the end of Q1 with a stretch goal of halfway through Q1. Yeah, I don't know, man. At Q1, and then we'll do like 2 weeks from now. I don't know.
Or 2 weeks from now, or the next time we're together, and you have to go to the dentist.
Yeah, I'll bring the dentist here. Be like, can you fix this floor?
Hey man, can you do that for me?
Well, I'll fix my teeth. You fix the floor.
Or like, I'll work on this floor. Can you just like do your dentist thing while I'm dealing with this?
I'm just sitting there like a saw. I'm like, hang on. But yeah, no, it is a bit of a project. I would say, expect to see maybe it in some form probably come springtime.
Yeah,
that's when I would expect it, because that's when we can really get to it.
Because it's obviously we're gonna have to put some materials into it. And
materials, labor, planning, which is something. Believe it or not, we joked about this. We jest about it, but we are actually really good at planning. Just things don't usually work out of our control.
See, here's the thing about that is when we sit down and plan something like far in advance,
it's incredible.
It's good.
Yeah,
but. Like, this setup we have now is pretty decent, I would say.
And it's mostly thought through. Some of it was an afterthought, but...
And it was like, we figured this out... Oh, jeez. Hang on. Let me get something to drink first.
Yeah, can you fucking fill that cup with something? Even if it's piss. Wow, that's like a hard reset, dude. It's not even being a smartwatch right now. God damn.
Jordan broke his watch.
I think I did something. It was in like a hard lockout mode, and then I did like a button press, and now it's just kind of freaking out and fixing itself. So we'll see.
It said it was 10 something for a minute there.
It also just said something about it being Monday.
It's not Monday.
It's not. It's Saturday. All of a sudden we're like, fuck.
Oh no. Oh, I need to be at work even though we don't have work on Monday.
I call our boss. I'm like, hey man, I'm fired. Oh. Shit.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. I'm late. Jordan, what are you talking about? It's Saturday afternoon. I'm supposed to be at work right now. It's Monday. No, dude, and we don't even work on Monday. What are you talking about?
I'm like, my Samsung watch said it. He's like, well, me, as an Apple user, you green bubble bitch, I think you should get an Apple Watch.
Now you're getting fired.
Oh, I probably will. So I'll get into that more later. But yeah. Anyway, finish your story, Chris.
Okay, where was I? I was talking about
the set, getting it set up.
Oh yeah, so this set was like we planned a little bit for this.
A little bit, not a ton.
We kind of made like a list of what we needed, and we did it, and it turned out okay.
Yeah. Okay. Not anything incredible. Just
But
very
this
basic.
is going to be a matter of, okay, we need to take, like, measurements and figure out, like, theming what we're going to put there.
Theme, measurement, space that we have actually available, where we want each specific item, lighting,
Yeah.
how we're going to light it, potentially a green screen, and then that requires really good lighting, you know?
So we're going to have to figure that all out.
So, you know, it's going to be a lot. But when we try to plan stuff, we usually do very good. So, and this
Yeah.
is something in our control, mind you.
This is true.
Weather will not affect this. This is something we
Because
can...
this is inside. This is my house.
Yeah.
Unless I get...
The house collapses like, fuck!
The house collapses. Or there's, like, some kind of mistake and the bank repossesses our house.
They take our mixer. We're mid-recording. They just walk in and shut it off. They take it. They take my phone for some reason.
They take you. They pick you up and they put you in a briefcase and they walk away.
Oh shit. Oh man. But yeah, no, this should be a really good set. So, and it will be pretty much permanent going forward unless something drastic changes. You're not going to see a change, probably a big change for a while.
Yeah. So the only changes you'll see would be like a little change in background or
like for seasonal themes or something.
Yeah, like a small change in scenery or something. But it won't be like our location and the way the show looks won't really change that much.
Yeah. And we did talk. I don't know, you know, if we'll do this. This might not be at the same time. We did talk about a dedicated camera as well.
I was doing a little research into that, and it just seems like something that might be a little out of our grasp.
Yeah, expensive.
Yeah, because a lot of the ones I've seen is like, oh, well, this is a really good camera for the money, but the money is like $900.
Yeah. So that should be something further down the line. We'll see.
If you want to send me money, send me $900 so I can get a camera.
Yeah. Yeah. But that could be something down the line. But for the most part, you're not going to see a ton of changes. We'll get the set, and we'll be pretty locked in. So
yeah, once we get it up and running, we'll say something about it. You'll notice.
Yeah.
Because instead of this, you'll see something a bit better.
Yeah, you'll probably see like because it might be a green screen, you'll probably just see my my scrotum.
And the couch may be just going away. We're gonna set it on fire.
Yeah, we might have to do like a video saying goodbye to the couch. So and all its crusty stains.
We push it off a cliff.
Push it into traffic.
We
on a
drive
highway.
it. We could drive it all the way to the Grand Canyon and throw it into the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, that's not illegal.
No, it's not illegal. That's definitely fine.
Definitely.
And it's also only like a 30-hour drive.
Perfectly reasonable, right? We can fit this in my Cobalt. You think so?
I think so.
Yeah.
What's your towing capacity?
I want to say it was like towing capacity was like 1,200, if not more. Maybe.
Yeah, this is less than 1,200 pounds.
Yeah, we could just drag it the whole way.
Strap it to the back.
Yeah, we'll just drag it. But jokes aside, Chris.
The set. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be huge.
Set's gonna be huge. What have you been up to though?
What have I been up to?
What have you been doing? I know you're back in Escuela.
I am back in school. I'm not happy about the situation.
Why not?
I'm sick of it. Sick and tired of it.
Sick of this shit, bro.
You would think it's like, you know, I'm pursuing something. I'm pursuing a career in something. I'm pursuing a degree in something I want to have a career in.
You think you'd be happy about it, right?
Yeah, and then like a couple years into it, I'm like, man, this isn't this isn't doing anything for me. But it is what it is, and I'm already this far in, so I'm not.
Yeah, no sense in quitting.
After this one, I only got 2 semesters left. Sorry, I have a. I don't know if you heard that. I had a Discord notification. Let me mute the TV.
Yeah, there you go. I definitely didn't hear it.
Okay, so. Yeah, so school, and I only did my first week. Now, my first week, the way they did it is because everyone's traveling for the holidays and whatever. They did the first week remote.
Yeah.
So I had to do remote school, and I remembered why I hate remote school.
Why is that?
Just because I immediately, like, when I was in class last semester, I would show up on time, I'd be taking notes, I'd be having a good time. And now, right? Now, I join class. I join, like, the Zoom session, and then I just, like, sit back in my chair and I, like, go play a game or something. There's no accountability.
Yeah, no, I agree. You have too many
I have too much freedom.
Yeah.
I need to be kind of confined to a specific
To a
space.
learning environment.
Yeah. If I'm confined to a classroom, sure, I can, like, dick around on Reddit, but, like, more often than not, I'm just paying attention to what the instructor is saying.
Well, you have a face that's, like, actually in front of you, and you can hear them.
That, too, yeah.
You have physical whiteboards
And
or
especially
whatever.
now, because one of the classes I'm taking, one of the electives I'm taking, is Intro to Film. And playing a YouTube video over Zoom is awful. It is so bad. My professor, she was trying to explain, like, just the fundamental stuff, like the different types of shots and, like, how they're used. And she's like, all right, I'm going to play this clip, and I want you to, like, pay attention to the shots and how you think they're used or why this shot was used at what point, and then we'll talk about it. And she plays the video, and it comes through at, like, 2 FPS. No audio.
144p.
It looked awful. It's terrible.
Yeah. No, it makes
But
sense.
go back to class on Tuesday, so
That's
I'm good
good.
with that.
That's
good with that.
So you don't have school Monday either because it's a holiday.
Yeah, it's a holiday, so I'm done with
Nice.
no school or work on Monday.
Nice. Very, very nice. But school, what, so you're what, junior year now?
Yes.
Junior year.
Yep.
And you have a film class. That's an elective, obviously?
Yeah.
Makes sense. I was saying computer science.
Because there's certain things that are like, university wants money classes.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't have enough classes to pad out that are like tech classes, so you need to take at least one class with like an arts or science thing in it.
Yeah. Just so you can kind of say you took it.
So it is an art class, technically.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah. No, that does make sense. So that's good at least. Hopefully, hopefully this year just kind of flies by for you, or this semester, I should say, not this year.
I hope so, man.
I've been thinking about going to school again, so because, like, I don't know what I want to do. Not a clue what degree I'd want to go for, whether it's a business degree or some sort of engineering degree. Genuinely, no fucking clue what I want to do. I don't even know where I am right now. Like, where I'm working and the position I'm in, I don't know what's next. And the good thing is our employer will actually assist us with school. So at the ripe age of 20, I've been thinking maybe I should, like, go take one class a fucking semester, and then start with one class, see how I do with that, and if I feel like I'm like, man, this just kind of sucks, stay with it. And if I'm like, oh, that's not bad, I think I could do two just to tick away at my prereqs.
Yeah, so my recommendation I'm gonna make to you is, if I could go back to when I was
I'm gonna go to the community college.
when I was going back and I was 16, I was applying to colleges, this is what I would tell myself. Apply to a community college and just either go undecided if you're legitimately undecided, or just like take some generic program that's like somewhat interesting to you.
Yep.
Because it gives you an idea of like what
college is.
Yeah. If I had done that and I did like one semester at a community college and I got a feel for it, I'd be like, oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
And I would just have not gone back.
Yeah, no, my thing is our work will pay for it up to a certain amount. So if I can do one class a semester, and I'm like, yeah, this is manageable enough where I'm like, man, I can, still do the podcast, still play games with the little spare time I have, and I just kind of, do homework here and there and get it done. It's going to help because it is true, the saying that's like, one class a semester will get you closer than if you're just like, oh, I'll wait till I'm ready to, start a degree. Like, if I can get ready to
yeah.
go into a major when I decide, say, 4 years from now, and I have 9, 10 classes already done, that's 9 or 10 classes that I don't need to do.
That's true.
So, and it's all going
Especially
to be paid for the most part.
If you go as, like, undecided, they just put you in, like, gen ed stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the gen ed stuff is, like, the pain in the ass stuff. It's like, well, I gotta take math. I have to take, like, stats 1.
Yeah.
Why do I need to take stats 1?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking is, like, the prerequisites, things like math, the histories, the sciences, like, the basic sciences, not the specific ones. So...
They put my ass in general physics. They're like, hey, computer science idiot, take physics.
Like, you didn't take that
shit
in high school, dude.
Dude, you know how bad I am at physics?
Really? I feel like you were really good in high school, though. You were pretty good.
Well, because all we did was do questions out of the book.
That is all we fucking did.
we did questions out of the book and we shot the shit.
So what did you do different in college, though?
We did, like, questions that my professor made up.
Oh, fuck
so
that.
I can't just look it up.
That's true.
So...
Yeah, no, questions out of the book.
And also, anytime anyone starts talking about physics, it immediately goes over my head. Even, like, basic stuff. I'm just like, oh, well.
Makes sense. I fucking love physics. That was a good time. But, yeah, so hopefully you'll survive school.
Yeah.
A little bit of podcasting might help with your sanity.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Or not. It might dwindle it, and it might make you, want to die even more. So, but aside from school, what, you have a new device, I heard.
Yeah, I got a new phone.
Yeah, that's like unprecedented territory. Like, if Chris is going to buy a new cell phone in 2022 now, there's got to be a good reason. And Chris, what is that reason?
Let me explain to you something. I'm going to explain to you what I call green mode. Green mode. My Note 9, my beloved Note 9.
With the headphone jack.
Oh, but check this out.
Oh, does the A52 have one? Hell yeah.
Headphone jack, baby. Expandable storage.
Hell yeah.
Can't get much better than that. So, my beloved Note 9. It started slow at first, where there would be like an animation glitch or something, and then there would be this like green overlay on the screen.
It's like a green filter almost.
Yeah, and it looked yucky.
Took RGB and just cranked the green.
You just cranked the G.
Yeah.
And then I would like lock my phone for a second, and then I would unlock it and it would go away. And then eventually that stopped working, so it would stay in green mode for like several minutes. So I was like, and it got to the point where it was like 3/4 of the time I unlocked my phone, it was in green mode. So like, okay, I can't fucking deal with this anymore.
Incredibly frustrating if you need to use it like now, right away.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, well, my phone, what I'm looking at looks like dick and ass right now, so I don't know what's going on. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'm getting a new phone. And I had already looked at getting like a Samsung A52. Just because I was kind of thinking about getting a new phone. Just because there's this weird limitation on the Note 9. So the Note 9 doesn't get like updates anymore. It gets like security updates, I think, but it doesn't get like
overhaul
Android
UI updates and stuff. Yeah.
So I think the Samsung's OS is like one UI or whatever.
Yeah.
So it has the older version of One UI that's based on Android 10 or something.
Mm.
And Android 10, one of the big things that they did away with when they went to 11, or maybe it was 9 to 10, I don't remember.
But in between,
they got rid of something where it works off a FAT32 file system, which, if you don't know what I'm talking about, FAT32 as a file system, it's very old. Mm. And the maximum file size you can have is 4 gigabytes.
Yeah.
Which is tough when you're dealing with high-resolution video.
Yeah.
And it will just split it into chunks. So I was already thinking of getting a new phone to begin with, just so because the A52, it's like newer, and it still gets Android updates and stuff.
Yeah. For context, with the FAT32 file size, the most recent episodes that we did remote, where we had 2 different cameras, Chris had to send me 3 videos for each episode of the podcast.
Because it would split it into like 35-minute chunks.
Yeah.
It's stupid. And there was probably some weird gap in the video where he had to like, I forget what you did. You either cut out the portion where it split and started a new recording, or you just had to like...
You have to like just slightly nudge it like a frame, because you'll see like a little flicker you can kind of notice in those.
Yeah.
You have to nudge it like a frame, because there's just literally like 1 frame. And if you have 3 videos, by the end of it, you're just like completely desynced. It's like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
You wouldn't think 3 frames would add up, but it fucking does.
So, you know, it was a pain. So I was already thinking about getting a new phone. So I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
A52 is what it is. I'm going to get that. It's Samsung and it's cheap. Problem is, I have Verizon. You can't get an A52 directly through Verizon. Did you know that?
Like through them? Yeah. If you usually would get it through Samsung, or is it a AT&T?
Yeah, so it's like an AT&T only thing.
Yeah. You can't get it unlocked from Samsung?
No, you could get it AT&T or like unlocked.
Oh,
I mean, I couldn't buy it through Verizon.
Yeah, you couldn't.
So it's like I had to get an unlocked one. You could get the A42, not the A52 through Verizon. And I'm not getting the 42. That's lame.
Yeah. 52 sounds way better.
Exactly. It's like 10 more.
Yeah.
So I went to bestbuy.com and I said, do they have A52 that I could pick up today? Because the reason I went to bestbuy.com, 1, I could pick it up today, and 2, I had a $50 Best Buy gift card.
Hell yeah.
That I got for Christmas.
Hell yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. So all in, with the gift card applied, all in price was $480
Not bad.
for a brand new phone, unlocked. I just no dumb activation thing with the carrier. I just took my SIM card and SD card out and I popped it in the new phone.
Nice.
Easy. I don't have unfortunately, because I have my SIM card from my phone. Fortunately, I don't have access to the 5G network. The 2 or 3 places in the state you can get 5G.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Damn. Yeah, I get 5G randomly sometimes when I'm driving around the city. There's certain areas you get it.
There's certain hot spots.
And if you go up north near that Best Buy,
yeah.
I get 5G over there, and that's about it.
Really?
Yeah. And then if we go to the city your school's in, 5G everywhere, baby. But it's also all of it's 5G ultra wideband. It's not millimeter wave. So
I imagine bigger cities like that would have 5G.
Yeah. Which I don't notice a huge performance difference when it gets in. 4G works for me as long as it's unlimited.
Like 4G's fine, and I have unlimited 4G as well. So, anyway, new phone. Currently caseless.
Yeah.
My new case comes in tomorrow.
It's an exciting feeling being caseless, but it's also incredibly scary.
It's not exciting. Every time I pick this thing up, I get nervous.
It's exciting though. It's the thrill, man. It's the adrenaline rush. You're like, oh, and then you drop it, and then you just grab a gun randomly, and you just put it in your mouth.
Yourself.
You pull the trigger, and then everything's over.
Because that's it. That's like you can't just get a new phone.
Yeah,
you can't just like get a new screen.
Yeah, how could you? Like, how could you take a phone that you've had, break it, and then fix it? It's much easier to just. I'm not even gonna say it.
So, no more green mode. New phone.
I can't wait till like 2 days from now. You're gonna unlock it and be green mode. You're gonna be like, God damn it!
Curse you, Samsung! I'm gonna go to Samsung HQ and I'm gonna say, look at this. Look at this. It's green. Look at it. Look at it. Why is it green? Look at it.
They're like, sir, that's a Huawei. Oh fuck.
Oh shit. Hang on. Wrong phone. Let me go drive back. I'll go get it. Samsung HQ in like South Korea too.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing here? And I'm
How
yelling
did you even
at them.
get in
I'm
here?
yelling at them in English. Because I don't speak no Korean.
They're like, how did you even get here? You can't even leave your country. Like, what the fuck?
You can't even come here. How did you do that? I drove over. I drive up in the Fiesta. I drive out of the water. I just show up in their parking lot.
You fucking emerge from the ocean and their parking lot's just there.
It's like Godzilla. He comes out of the ocean. I just drive into the parking lot and I say, hey, what's up?
Oh,
What is going on here?
Fucking puts up the parking brake. Fucking gets
Green
out. It's like,
mode.
all right, let's go. Do you think this is acceptable? Would you buy this?
Do you honestly think this is acceptable? Is this the best you can do as a company?
When Chris goes, oh, I gotta drive back, doesn't even turn around, puts it in reverse.
Throws it in reverse, looks at the backup cam. And drive.
Fucking
If I was in
sense.
reverse, I wouldn't do this. I would do that. But
Now we know why he's so bad at physics.
yeah.
But for context for the audio listeners, he pushed back away from the steering wheel
As
when
if
going
I was
in
going
reverse.
fast, very, very
As
fast
if his inertia
forward.
took him backwards.
Yeah.
That was funny.
So yeah, A52, and
Good phone though.
it's pretty decent. There's no like, cause I don't do anything crazy with my phone. I look at like Instagram or like Reddit or TikTok and like I listen to music. I don't even really take phone calls or like text messages or anything.
Yeah.
Because no one talks to me. No one likes me.
Understandable.
So, I don't do anything crazy, so I don't notice any like hitches or anything. So I don't care.
Yeah.
And the cameras are a lot better. Has that 64 megapixel sensor in one of the cameras. Took a picture of Jordan, and we were able to see like the molecules on his mustache hairs.
Dude, literally, there was cells on my mustache hairs. You could see the crust in my lips.
Yeah,
Nice.
Jordan's pretty gross. I'm gonna be honest.
Thanks, man.
Gross little guy.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem with all these modern cameras and this high resolution. You can see every
You can see
fucking
every flaw.
Every flaw. You zoom in, you're like, that pore is a little smaller than the other, man. I'm just saying, bro.
I'm just saying, you kind of look like shit.
I'm just saying, you kind of should die.
You should feel bad about the way you look.
I do.
Good.
You that stupid mustache. Oh, man, I love it. Your mustache is stupid. Callbacks, baby, callbacks. But, yeah, I'm glad you got a new phone. I'm glad you like it. That's good to see.
Speaking of phones, what was going on with your watch? Did we go over the whole thing that was happening?
Yeah, it seems like the watch is working now. I don't know what happened. I sat down. We started recording the podcast. You mentioned something about time earlier. I think how long it took for the treadmill.
Yeah.
So I went to look at my watch to see the time, and it just said Samsung, powered by Not Security. And I was like, okay, cool, no big deal. It's just rebooting. I thought maybe it spazzed out. And then we recorded another 20 minutes, and it was still doing that. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So we got up, and Chris drank for us, and I'm like, I wonder how I could hard reset this. And then I thought about it logically. I'm like, there's only 2 buttons. I can figure this out, right? How many possibilities does that leave me? One button by itself, the other button by itself, the buttons together.
No buttons.
One button after the other, technically, right? So we'll just say 4 possibilities.
No buttons.
So I'm like, or no buttons. You just wait, right?
You just look at it and think.
And just think. So I'm like, let me try this. So I just held both buttons. And if you've ever seen an OLED display just powered on with no software, like nothing to display an actual output, and it's just like black and white lines like an old TV, or it's like greenish with like dot matrices, that's what this fucking did. I held the buttons and it just went like it just fucking died, and then it just reset itself and started working.
And now it's fine. So Jordan broke his smartwatch. I got a new phone.
I'm amazed that in the process of moving those treadmills, this didn't smash into concrete at any point.
And I'm also kind of amazed that when moving the treadmills, I was essentially using my thighs and gut as like a shelf to thrust the thing up the stairs. And I'm surprised it didn't just like rest on my phone and bend it in half.
You're telling me that I'm surprised my phone didn't fucking self-destruct in my pocket,
Something, it falls, one of the sharp pieces snags the battery and you blow up.
Yeah.
You blow up, not the phone.
I just straight up blow up. It's like that scene from Spider-Man 3 where you got bad Spidey and he throws the fucking pumpkin bomb back at Harry and it slow-mos and he's like, and it blows up. It's like that, but except it's much more gorier and my limbs are just in pieces.
No, it's like that, but it's rated R.
It's like that, but it's like a Gmod Gore mod.
Yeah, he just turns into organs.
And you hear beep, 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 beep as I die.
Honestly, if you died like that, I would find it hilarious.
I understand it. There'd be like an initial shock, like, and they'd be like, oh
holy
my
shit,
God.
Jordan's dead.
Like,
I
holy
would
shit,
laugh.
that's awesome, dude.
And then I would go to like your funeral and tell your whole family about how you died and how I thought it was hilarious, and they would never speak to me again.
Hysterical. You'd probably get shot, but yeah. Chris was like, guys, check this out. He has a video. He's like, look at the 64 megapixels,
Look
bro.
at this dumbass. He just blew up, you know?
And it's just me, just, uh-oh.
Turning into viscera.
Yeah, dude, fucking great. Speaking of viscera and bloodshed and organs and limbs being dismembered and my leg being dismembered by that treadmill, I've been playing Call of Duty Vanguard.
Have you?
I think I brought this up on the last podcast where I was like, yeah, I kind of like it. Like, it's I've been enjoying it.
Is it is it actually any good?
I think hardcore fans are like, there's sucks. Like, there's talks of them pushing the next Call of Duty closer because of how bad this one's sold.
Here's the thing, though. It's I'm thinking about this now. It's Call of Duty.
Yeah.
How different can it be?
Right. Truthfully. And it's just a basic ass Call of Duty. And I mean, I like it.
It plays like Call of Duty?
Yeah, it plays like Modern Warfare, but World War II style. And I like it. I've been enjoying it because it's a good split screen game to play. So what actually happened was I got it on PS5 for Christmas. And I played split screen with Letsy. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I didn't want to give Activision any money. I didn't want to give Blizzard any money. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be the bad guy here. I'm going to buy it on PC.
Oh, okay.
That way I can try to keyboard and mouse this bitch up because I was pretty good on console. I was like, let me get the keyboard and mouse action going.
Yeah.
So I did, and I'm actually pretty fucking good. I'm pretty good. I'm not incredible, but I do consistently well.
I'm kind of the best. I feel like I could be in Major League.
Pretty much, bro. So I got it on PC. So I've been doing multiplayer with Letsy on the PS5 and me on the PC, and we've been playing, and it's been really fucking fun. But as it turns out, our boss got a PS5 and was like, yo, let me get Vanguard. And that was part of the reason I wanted it for Christmas in the first place. I was like, I want it, but I don't want to buy it with my own money, so let me get it so I can play with our boss.
I remember how you got your like invitation to buy a PS5 and you were like, oh, he's going to be upset about it. And he was like, this fucker, he got a PS5. And then like a week later he had one.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's true. And then he got a fucking invitation, so now he has two. And then he fucking gave it to
two?
Yeah, and then he fucking bought one for his neighbor. Fucking asshole.
Damn.
What an asshole. What an asshole. He knew his neighbor wanted that PS5, so what an asshole our boss is, right?
Yeah, what a generous piece of shit.
He decides to go to his neighbor and be like, hey, would you like me to purchase this for you and you can reimburse me? Knowing the guy wants one. Like, what a dick.
Yeah, honestly. Like,
we should dox him.
Couldn't be worse.
Should dox him.
So is it Dre?
No. All jokes aside, though, he's not a piece of shit. He's worse, but anyway. Oh man, I'm so fired.
If you're gonna get fired, you gotta go all the way, you know.
Gotta go all the way. Go with a bang.
You can only get fired once.
Dude, actually, true story. Can't go into any extreme details, but we had a big company meeting with like higher ups in the company recently, and our boss's boss started to ask me about the podcast I do, and I was like, oh fuck. I was just like, yeah, no, we use basic equipment. It's a pretty small thing. Don't think about it. And I never gave the name, so we're good.
All right, we're good.
We are fucked if that name gets out,
bruh. If like one of the big boys watches this, and they're just like, hang on, I know these people. Wait a minute.
Oh, hold up. Wait a minute.
This isn't company policy.
You motherfuckers. But I dodged that bullet pretty good. But yeah, we've been playing Vanguard, and originally I was gonna play with our boss, and then our boss got a fucking PS5. He gave his PS4 to my coworker, and then you just sold your PS4 to my other coworker, the Giraffe Man.
So this works. The way this worked was like weird. Now,
so
the way I realized this situation played out. So, boss, he has PS4, buys PS5, gives PS4 to another person, another coworker, knowing that two of them wanted one.
Mm-hmm.
And then another PS4 for sale enters the arena, my PS4, and it was for sale. So the other guy who wanted the PS4 bought it from me.
Yeah. And he wanted to buy a PS4 from me, but I have two. I have a PS4 and a PS4 Pro, and they're both limited editions.
And they're both collector's editions.
I was just kind of like,
Well, that's how he pitched it to me. He was like, "Hey, I asked Jordan, but he has like 4 of them, but he won't sell me one."
Well, so
he just wants him to look at him.
So for context, what I was getting to is we all played together last night, or whatever. All of us, the four of us, and Let's See, played together, and we were having a grand old time. And I just kept getting fucking bullied, dude. Because first of all, I was doing exceptional. I went like, I went 52 and like fucking 18 one of the matches. I went like 43 and 17 one of the other matches. I was doing fucking exceptional in some of the games. And I just kept getting bullied for it, where I'm the only Android user in the group chat. And they just kept calling me green bubble bitch and this and that. And here's my argument to the whole green bubble thing, right? Apple users be like, oh man, you got the green bubble. Your iPhone is the one showing you the green bubble. Why is that even a thing? It's like, let me just make this shit green now, bro. Fuck iPhones. Fuck you, Tim Cook. It's such a bullying tactic. There was an article about this that one of the coworkers shared with me about how in high school and like middle school, it's a fucking bullying tactic to be like, oh, they got Android, they're poor. Meanwhile, my Samsung Android phone is bleeding edge technology and costs just as much as an iPhone.
Have you tried...
Fuck you, iPhone users. I'm sorry.
Have you tried just not being a bitch?
No, I agree with the bitch part, but the green bubble part is just uncalled for.
Just not being sensitive. You're being too sensitive.
No, man, it's just, it's just fucking bullshit. So, no, they were giving me shit about the green bubble. And then the giraffe man started talking about the PS4s, and he goes, fuck, I want to think of exactly how he worded it, but it was basically something along the lines of, like, yeah, man, I got this PS4. So for context, yours overheated, as you know.
Yeah, it did.
He sold his PS4 and it fucking overheated.
Like the first day you used it.
The first day, overheated. So he took it apart and cleaned it last night, and we were just joking our asses off. I was like, oh, do you find any gum stains in there? Like, we were just fucking going to town, joking about it.
Because I mentioned, I was like, I said to him, I said, this thing's probably never been cleaned out because I didn't do it, and I bought it used.
Yeah. So he said he was pulling wads of dust out and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
I imagine.
And it works good now after that. And what do you know? Imagine. What do you know? You complained about it being loud. It's quiet now.
Oh shit! I should have just taken the extra 20 seconds to blow it out.
Yeah, who would have thought? So it's a lot more quiet now for him. But we got on the topic of the PS4, and he said something along the lines of like, "Oh, Jordan's playing on a $2,000 PC. The boss is playing on a PS5. The other guy got a PS4, and he goes, and now I got the cum-stained PS4 here. And he goes, but then if you go to Jordan's house, there's just two PS4s sitting there that if a speck of dust lands on, he fucking kills himself. Like, what the fuck? And he just starts popping off about it, and I was like dying.
You just joined voice chat to play. You're like, I'm going to play Vanguard with my coworkers. This is going to be a good time. And you just get bullied. Like 20 minutes in, you're like...
Oh, shit. But it's fine. It's fine because it was all in jest. We were all fucking around, and it wasn't,
No, they genuinely hate you.
No, they might genuinely hate me, but it, didn't feel like bullying. Well, it's understandable. I mean,
He's dead. This is a solo show now. He's back.
Why are we so fucking stupid? But it was a great time playing Vanguard with them. I love carrying them. They're all like 40-year-old men. They're old as fuck. Dusty, crusty looking ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're like 150.
Literally 150. Like me and Chris combined are almost as old as one of them. And you know who I'm talking about, so fuck you, old man.
They're gonna kill us.
They're totally, and they all listen to this, by the way, which is why I'm talking shit about them.
They're gonna kill us, actually.
Although, the giraffe man, he's a sussy listener.
What do you mean by that?
He's a sussy
what do you mean
listener
by that?
Because he feigns support. He feigns support for us because he's like, yeah, man, I listen to the podcast. And then there's a topic he doesn't know about. And he's like, I'm uninterested in this. He doesn't want to learn. He did listen to our Witcher spoiler cast, though.
Well, he watched The Witcher, so.
Exactly.
You Witchered everyone.
I was like a fucking plague. I was the bubonic plague, but it was the Witcher. I just showed up and it was like, yo, Witcher. And everyone in that department watched
That was your whole purpose, actually. Jordan's actually, he works for Netflix, and his job is to go into a specific workplace and get 4 or 5 specific people to watch one specific show 5 years into his employment. Yeah, exactly. So, unfortunately for our boss, I guess I'll announce this here. Next week, on Friday is my last day. The week after, I'm starting a job at Starbucks,
And my goal is to basically get everyone there to watch 50 Shades of Grey. So
I see.
Sorry for the late notice, but yeah. So yeah, and then I think that contract is about 8 years. So 8 years from now, I'll have maybe 5 people who watch 50 Shades of Grey, and then I move on. I think they said the next logical place would be Amazon, where I have to get at least 3 people to watch SpongeBob. So
Really, I feel like you have a difficult time finding someone who hasn't watched SpongeBob.
yeah, true.
Genuinely, especially like in our age range.
Dude, our age bracket is just SpongeBob all the time.
Like,
SpongeBob.
I feel like even they still make new SpongeBob. So I imagine like anyone from like babies to age
to like old futs like our coworkers.
It's like babies to like age 30. It would be incredibly difficult finding someone who hasn't seen SpongeBob. And then you go beyond that, you go to like their parents. So there's like, oh, well, their parents have obviously seen SpongeBob because it's been on in the room while they were there. The dumb kid is watching
And
SpongeBob.
if you're like my dad loves SpongeBob, actually.
Really?
And he's 60. Yeah.
He loves SpongeBob.
Yeah, he'll literally put that shit on like over like a movie. he'll be like, oh, SpongeBob's on.
That's crazy because I can't picture. I don't know your dad that well though.
Yeah, but from the broken
picture him
English
doing
you
that.
heard, and he speaks perfect English. It's just that he sounds like he's, I don't know, fucking
He just-
Jamaican. He's like, I don't want it.
He feels like it seems like one of those. He seems like one of those kind of guys that's like, that's dumb fucking cartoon, stupid yellow square.
Why isn't he a fucking triangle? Like the shape of my dick.
Triangular?
Well, it's not square.
I guess you're right.
Oh boy, Chris, I hope you know. We are fucking dead. No, like genuinely, the amount of shit we talked about our coworkers. We're dead. We're gonna go to work. We're gonna get bullied.
We're gonna get shot. That's gonna be it.
Yeah. You're gonna be typing away on the computer. You're gonna be, doing something, and you're just gonna hear like the door open. You're like, oh, Alex is here, because as you guys know, him and Alex work together. I'm like, yo, Alex is here. Hey, oh fuck! There's gonna be just 4 people
All of
standing
them.
there, and they're just going to jump you, just beat you into the ground. I'm gonna walk into your department, and you're just gonna be like a puddle.
And
But-
then you're gonna have the same experience. You're gonna be looking at this horrifying scene, and the door's gonna kind of, and it's gonna be the same thing again.
And then Alex is gonna come in after
like,
school.
What the fuck?
But who the fuck made a mess? And
Made a
then
mess in my room.
that's where things change, because you mess up Alex's room, so he beats the shit out of all of them. He just kicks some ass.
So it is all in jest, and I honestly I expect I will be upset if I don't see any retaliation.
If I don't see any retaliation, I will kind of be disappointed. That was the whole purpose of talking shit.
We're
So-
agitators. That's it.
Yeah.
We agitate people.
Yeah.
Incite reactions.
Give him a little nip twist. Get him started.
Is that what you do at work? Don't fucking touch
Those
me.
reflexes, though.
Don't fucking touch me.
You look like a cat. The way you're like,
Don't touch me.
ow.
Are we done here?
Yeah, I think we're done here. So, that, last 15 minutes took a fucking major detour. We were doing good up until the last 15. I'm sorry.
We stayed somewhat on topic.
Yeah. We actually did. So, New Year's resolution, baby. But, Chris, that's all I got. Are you done? You have anything you want to add? Any last-minute comments? Any last-minute desires? Things you should say, because if you die right now, no one will ever hear it.
No.
Okay. All right, cool.
No
That makes
last
sense.
words.
All right, cool. So anyway, that's been the show. That has been the 76th installment of the
76.
Synapse Misfire Podcast, baby. 76, many more coming. So keep watching. If you're interested, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, or subscribe. Is that really what they call it? Subscribe or follow?
I don't know.
Follow the podcast on the platform that you choose, such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public, and of course, Pocket Cast, my goddamn app of choice.
I'm trying to do some improv.
Improv, absolutely, yeah. Chris has to be interesting for the outro. And as always, there is the RSS feed. If you know what you're doing with that, you can import it to whatever the fuck you want. Find us there. This man just turkey. This man just turkey gobbled me. What the fuck?
That's like that was like a boomer thing, or like maybe even like a silent generation thing.
I know.
just did there.
Oh, fuck. Anyway. Oh. And if you wish to contact us, you can comment on the YouTube channel or reach us via social media, Instagram and TikTok, linked below. And as always, the email, synapsemisfire@pm.me. Even though it really should be us, but anyway. Yeah, give us your comments, questions, concerns, and death threats. We need to get that on like a t-shirt or something. Eventually, I want a t-shirt that just says comments, questions, concerns, and death threats.
It's a plain white t-shirt with black text, 12-point Times New Roman that just says death threats on it.
.mp4.
.exe.
Ooh, .exe. That's a good one. .exe. .mov. And then what it is, it's like one of those fucking pseudo files that trick you. .mov. .mp4. It's secretly a video.
So it's a video all along.
Yeah. But anyway, that's it. I'm done. Fuck you guys.